Everyone, it's Mari here for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be creating this sweet little card for you today, and I'm going to be using a favorite color combo, but also some favorite honey cuts from the Falloween collection. I love the Lovely Layers Scaredy Cat. It is so adorable, and I really wanted to pair that with the Halloween honey cuts as well for my card project today. So I'm going to start off my process here by showing you some of the paper that I'm going to be using. I am going to be using in the center there a die cut piece of paper from the Lovely Layouts Posted, or using the Lovely Layouts Posted die. I have an A2 sized white card base, and I've also taken my Lovely Layers stacked rectangles and I've die cut out a piece that layers inside of that Lovely Layouts Posted die set, just to form that center card front there. Now I'm starting off here with some twisted Citron oxide ink, and that is going to be the color that's going to kind of create that bright focal point behind the cat. So I've just blended some of that on, and now I'm going in with some Uncharted Mariner around the edge of the white cardstock here, just to kind of fill in around the twisted citron. So I really wanted to obviously retain that really nice bright green in the center, and then I am just going to kind of just lightly blend over it. Now I'm going in with some chipped sapphire, and I'm just keeping the chipped sapphire to the edges of my cardstock here. And I am using a larger honeybee blending brush here, which really allows me to get a lot of ink blended in a short period of time. And so you can just see me here going in again with that chipped sapphire all the way around the outer edge. Now I'm going to use black soot just to deepen up the depth of that black on the edges. And after this dries, it kind of smooths out a little bit, and it just looks really much more opaque and nice once it's dry, and it just actually dries back perfectly. I love how this looks when it's all finished. So this is actually a die cut from the Halloween die set, and this is of course the little moon die that's part of that set, which is great. And I'm just going in with some antique linen, and I'm putting a base layer of that antique linen. Then I'm going in with some hickory smoke around the edge, just to kind of create that smoky look around the edges of the moon, and just wanting to not completely cover up the antique linen, but leave that as kind of like the glow of the lighter part, the brighter part of the moon, and then finishing off the edges with a little bit of black soot. So I'll just finish up that blending to finish off the moon for the project. Now I am going to take a Prismacolor pencil. This one is called Cool Gray, and I'm just going to go into those embossed lines that were created from the die, and I'm just going to add a little bit of detail here with my color pencil, just to just really make those details of the moon much more prominent, so that you can actually see that this is a moon. And I love the details that this die creates on the paper when you die cut the circle out. So just really, really great. All of these really cool little details that Honeybee has thought of with their dies. So I'll just finish this up, and that's just going to create that effect there, as you can see. Really easy to do. It didn't take me long to do this at all, but I definitely highly recommend grabbing your colored pencils whenever you want to add that little bit of extra detail on top of your ink blending. Now I did just add a little bit of a highlight with that twisted citron on the moon, and now I'm going to just go ahead and add this panel onto that posted layer. I'm going to just take a little bit of water and splatter that onto my ink blended piece, and then that's just going to create this really cool effect that kind of almost looks like a little bit like stars, but it just creates that little distress detail in that, or for that color panel. Now this is the Scaredy Cat Lovely Layers. I've got this all die cut out. The base layer is a really dark navy color, and then that second layer was black, and now this layer for the face is, or the head, is navy again. So just a combination of black and navy for the cat's main base pieces. So I'll just get that glued in, and then you'll just see me starting to add in the details. So for the eyes here, I'm using some brushed gold cardstock as the base layer for the eye detail, and I'm just going to get that into place with my craft pick here. And then I'll pick up the other eye piece, which is also in that brush gold, and get that into place as well. So it's really great that these dies have a little debossed area that shows you where these little pieces go. So there's no guesswork at all. All of the little areas are etched out in the cardstock when you die cut it to show you exactly where these different little pieces go. So you can see that little area there of the eye I'm just doing in black cardstock. And I will just use my tool here to get those picked up and put into place. And I'll give those a good press so that they are nice and glued down. Now for the scarf, I used a couple of different colors of pink. I used kind of a purpley dark pink for the base, and then the overlay piece I used a lighter pink. And these are the two tones of pink cardstock that I'll use for the other details, including that little nose for the kitty. And you can just see how using the different colors of cardstock just also helps you achieve the lights and darks, the light and dark detail on your different little areas. So there's the hat band in that lighter pink, and the hat is the darker pink. And then I'm just going to add a little detail here, this little felt strip with black. And then I'm going to add a little buckle that's again that brushed gold that I used for the eyes for the cat. Really super cute. I love all of the details that are part of this Scaredy Cat set. I think it's a really great value, this set. You get a lot of really cool little dies that you can use in a lot of different ways. So that finishes the cat, and then here we're going to get into the pumpkin. I didn't die cut out the face for the pumpkin. I just thought I wanted to just use these two layers here for the pumpkin. So we've got that dark pink again for the back, and then the light pink for the front, and then the brushed gold again, just trying to repeat those different colors and type of cardstock for the different areas of the details for the project. So I'll just get that brushed gold into place here, and then I'll just go ahead and finish up the spider and just die cut the head of the spider out of a lighter, or it's dark gray, but it's lighter than the black, obviously, for the base. And the same with the bat. The base is black, and then I used that dark gray cardstock for the face. And then the same little pink for the nose, which is just the most perfect, adorable little heart. And then the light pink again for the insides of the ears of the bat as well. So really love the combination of the colors here. The pink and black is really striking, and then the navy blue and the blues for the cat and the background just really set off the card so nicely. I think it just looks really pretty and vibrant and cute spooky, not spooky spooky. So there you can just see that's finished up. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of ink and do a little bit of detail blending on my pumpkin here. So I'm actually using some Gina K Medium Orchid ink, and this is a dye-based ink. It's really vibrant and pretty, and it's just going to add the really perfect detail here in these etched areas on the pumpkin. So this is a waffle flower detail blending brush here, and I'm just picking up that ink and just adding that in for the details on the pumpkin. It's just going to make the pumpkin look that much more vibrant, and I don't know, just kind of gives it more depth and dimension, I think. So then I decided I wanted to add a little bit of ink to the hat as well. So I've switched up to a different brush here, but I'm just adding that same color of medium orchid ink to the hat and also to the scarf. So just giving it that little bit of extra detail and shading. Now I'm just going to go in with a white gel pen and add a little bit of a polka dot detail to the scarf. I think that just looks really cute. Again, it's all these little details that are just going to really make your little cat sort of stand out even a little bit more. So I'm just taking a black pen and adding the little black dots for the eyes on the spider. And then I'll also add that detail in for the mouth as well. And I'll go ahead and do the same thing for this little bat. And again, these eyes and the mouth detail are all etched into your cardstock when you die cut it. It's just perfect how Honeybee has those details on the dies so that you can just go ahead and add these little bits in without any guesswork at all. Now I'm just adding a little bit of foam adhesive onto the back of the card front, and I'll take the release paper off the back of that and add a little bit of Honeybee liquid adhesive on top of that foam adhesive, just so that it just will wiggle around into place a little bit better for me when I go ahead and place this onto my card base. And now I'm just going to glue my moon into place there. I thought the upper left-hand corner there would be a good spot for that moon, and get that glued down. And I wanted the pumpkin just to be glued flat to the card front as well. So there's no foam adhesive there at all. And I am going to pop up my sweet little scaredy cat here. So I'll just add a little bit of foam adhesive to the back of the cat and then get that cat down into place as well. I think the colors here are really stunning. I think that really just those gorgeous blues and that twisted citron, and then combined with this really bright pink, I think is just really, really gorgeous. I like the color combo so much, and a really great color combo goes a long ways with your favorite die cut. So just something to think about when you're working on a project and thinking about what colors will really make things stand out and kind of just really pop off of the project base. So this little bat I'm going to pop up as well, and just give that a little pop dot and get that into place as well, just using my tweezers to help me get things placed. So really loving how that's looking, and I thought the obvious spot for the sentiment would be up in the top right corner. So I'm going to take the Hey Boo sentiment from Halloween. This is the Halloween stamp set. I've stamped that out in Uncharted Mariner, and I'm actually going to take the Uncharted Mariner embossing glaze from Ranger, and I'll go ahead and heat that up with my heat tool, and that's just going to melt and give that just kind of like a really glossy finish. I've used the coordinating die to die cut out that Hey Boo sentiment, and actually I die cut that out a couple of more times, and I'm going to stack those together just so that I've got a really nice sturdy, thick, almost like chipboard sentiment. I don't have to use any foam on it at all to create the dimension. And so I get these layers all glued together, and then I'll get that placed into that upper right hand corner to finish off my project. Now I could have also gone in with some gems and added some little gem detail as well, as something to think about if you're thinking about what else could you add to this. You could also tie a little bit of twine around the bottom of the card. I think that would be really cute as well. But friends, that finishes up my project today. Please check out the description box below for links to all of the products that I've used in my project today. Have an amazing day, friends, and I will see you again very soon. Bye-bye.